Your uncle just died. You didn't even know him that well. Like, yeah, holidays, the occasional awkward hug. He smelled like cigars and ambition. But apparently, dude was loaded. And apparently, he liked you the most out of everyone in the family. Because you just got a phone call from a lawyer, and he said four words that are about to completely ruin your normal life forever. You inherit the company. Cool. What company? The first 24 hours. So it's been about 20 minutes since that phone call, and you're sitting on your couch in the same hoodie you've had since 2019, trying to process this. You Google the company, it has a Wikipedia page. 400 employees, offices in 3 cities, a logo you've definitely seen before but never once thought about. Annual revenue that has so many zeros in it that you have to count them twice. 3 times. Your first instinct? Tell nobody. Because the second you tell your cousin Marcus, who has never once in his life had a good idea, Marcus is going to show up at your door with a business plan written on a Chick-fil-A napkin. So you stay quiet. You sit there. You stare at the ceiling. And then your phone rings again. It's the company's head of operations. He's very professional, very calm. We're so sorry for your loss, sir. Whenever you're ready, we'd love to schedule an onboarding. Onboarding. For the company you now own. You tell him Tuesday works? It is currently Tuesday. Day 1 at the office. You show up. And listen, you tried to dress the part, you really did. You wore the blazer. You found dress shoes that only slightly hurt. You looked in the mirror and thought, yeah, that's a CEO right there. You walk in and every single person in that lobby looks at you at the same time. Not in a bad way, in a, oh, so that's him kind of way. Your assistant, yes, your assistant, you have one of those now, walks up and hands you a schedule, a full color-coded back-to-back schedule. For today, that starts in 11 minutes. First meeting, budget review with the finance team. You sit at the head of the table, the big chair, the one that's slightly taller than everyone else's, and you absolutely notice. And they start talking. Numbers, projections, Q3 losses, restructuring proposals, words that you have heard before but never in this order or at this speed. And everyone is looking at you waiting for a response. So you do what any reasonable human being would do in this situation. You nod, slowly, confidently, like you understood every single word. Let's revisit that, you say. They write it down. Someone actually writes it down. You have never felt more powerful and more terrified at the same exact time. The part where it gets real. Okay, so here's where the fun chaos meets a tiny bit of reality. Because this is the part nobody tells you about inherited wealth and power. The company doesn't care that you're new. The 400 employees don't care that you're figuring it out. The clients on contract don't care. The competitors, they already know. And they're watching. You find out on day 3 that there's a rival company that has been trying to buy your company for 2 years. Your uncle kept turning them down. And now they've sent a new offer directly to you. And it's a lot of money. Like, never work again, buy an island. Let Marcus have one bad idea and fund it just for laughs? Kind of money. And here's the question that hits you at like 2 a.m. on a Wednesday night, sitting in an office that used to belong to a man you barely knew, surrounded by decisions that affect hundreds of people's livelihoods. Do you sell, or do you figure it out? The chaotic conclusion, and that is the moment, right there, where inherited wealth stops being a fantasy and starts being a job. See, everybody dreams about inheriting a rich company. The jet, the office, the assistant who brings you coffee without you asking. And yeah, that part's real. The coffee is actually incredible. But what nobody pictures is the 400 families whose rent depends on the decision you make. The meeting you have to lead when you've never led a meeting in your life. The fact that being handed power and knowing what to do with power are 2 completely different things. The people who actually win in that scenario, they're not the ones who fake it the longest. They're the ones who get curious the fastest. Who find the right people? Who ask the dumb questions without being embarrassed? Who treat the opportunity like a game they're genuinely trying to learn, not a title they're just trying to hold? Your uncle didn't build that company in a day, and you're not going to figure it out in one either, but hey, At least the coffee's good. And Marcus still can't come in. If this video just made you realize that wealth isn't just about having money, but knowing what to do with it, yeah, that was the point. That's it. That's the video. Like it, share it, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.